Hey MD, this is Erik Fankhouser here, the house, 3 weeks out from the Mr. Olympia contest. It's going to be my first run at it this year. Things are going pretty well right now. I've been training my butt off here, trying to keep things heavy, trying to keep motivated. It's been a long road this year. I mean, I've competed 2 times before this, been dieting for a long time, started back in December of '09 actually, dieting for my first show for the New York. Then did the Connecticut. New York turned out good, just how I wanted it, qualified for the Olympia. Stayed on my diet for the Connecticut, didn't pan out too well, changed a few things up, and I think I got things spot on again for the Olympia. Trained some shoulders here in Cleveland. We just got done at the North America contest. It was a great show. We're here at Iron Asylum in Cleveland, and we did shoulders today. Me and Greg G. Diesel from the forum, if you guys are on the forum. Kept everything pretty basic, went through our shoulder workout today. Diet's been going pretty well for this show. Been keeping it pretty much the same as I always have, just tweaked a little thing, trying to keep in a little more carbs leading up to the Olympia, and hopefully I'll get my sodium on this time instead of screwing with it like I did last time for the Connecticut. My training for the New York Pro, everything was great with my body. Pretty much I had taken a year off before then for competing, so my body was very responsive to the dieting and to training. Once I was doing cardio for months and months, my body stopped responding to the cardio. I think what happened was I got in such good condition that I had to keep doing more and more, and my heart rate wasn't going up as high as it should have been, so I would push myself harder and harder, and I just wasn't responding to it. And then my body was so used to eating all the clean foods for such a long time that I think my metabolism just slowed down training for the Connecticut. So this time around for the Olympia, I took a good 10 days off of cardio in between the shows, a good 10 days off my diet, ate pretty much whatever I wanted, didn't do cardio, still trained heavy, and tried to spark my metabolism again just by throwing some junk in there. And by doing that, I think it's kick-started my metabolism a little bit. I think it's when you throw a little fuel on the fire like that, sometimes it gets things rolling again. And I think just throwing some dirty food in there, eating whatever I wanted for a few days. I mean, it wasn't nothing major, but I think just taking those 10 days off from the diet, 10 days off from the cardio, kind of kick-started everything back up for this 7 run to the Olympia, 7-week run. And so far it's been going good. My metabolism seems like it kicked back in here. My body's responding a lot better to it. I still had to kick my cardio up a little more than I would like to, just because my heart rate still wasn't responding. I felt that I was in such good shape that I could do cardio for hours and hours and hours, and I just wouldn't get tired from it just because I've been doing it 7 days a week since December, and I kind of felt like I was a cross-country runner there. I mean, I could have went days and days without even really feeling anything on my body. So I think just taking some time off, changing my cardio up by doing a little more interval training and cross training instead of just doing maybe say 30 minutes or 45 minutes on one piece of equipment. I started changing that up, and it kind of sparked my metabolism to start burning again, and everything's been going good since then. Some of the major things that I've changed with my training leading up to the Olympias, I started throwing some giant sets in, started throwing some combination exercises, and I think that's definitely helped with sparking my metabolism a little bit and just help getting the blood into the muscle. I mean, when you're not eating quite as well and you've been dieting for a long time, I think you definitely have to change things up because your body gets used to everything. Your body's pretty smart. I mean, if you throw something at it for a while, it's going to adapt and it's not going to respond. And I found that changing my workout up by throwing the giant sets in there, the super sets, throwing the combination exercises, have really helped keep my workouts fresh leading up to the Olympia. I mean, when you're training for a long time, you kind of find yourself in a rut and or a routine, and you're always doing the same things, and you're really busting your ass training, and you're not getting any results. But then sometimes you just got to step back and look at the whole thing, what you're doing, and just say, what can I change up? I mean, just because you've done it in the past and it's worked doesn't mean it's going to work again. With bodybuilding, you always have to be changing because your body's going to be catching up and getting used to what you're doing. So I think just throwing in different exercises, different combination of exercises, not necessarily just keeping it to the basic stuff like we all do. It's just constantly changing, and there's nothing wrong with doing the basics, and you should always keep the basics, but Once you do that for so long, you just got to throw something in there to spice it up. It keeps your motivation going, and it also just keeps your workouts going when you're dieting like this for a long time. Doing that has definitely helped me keep motivated and keep driving hard for this Olympia. Universal has been very supportive of me training for the Olympia. I've actually got a new ad campaign coming out. You guys have probably seen some of the posters online. It's been the "You Are Your Maker" poster, and I've always had that saying since I've been training, "You are your maker." Universal had put me in one of my first big ads with them, and it has me with a mohawk, and it says "You Are Your Maker," and it's really awesome. And they're going to be handing those out at the Olympia. I'll be there signing at their booth those posters, so you guys should come over and definitely check those out. And Universal actually had just put out a new shirt. It says it's the ABC training shirt, the first Animal Barbell Club training shirt that we're putting out, and we put on these training events with Animal Pack, Animal, and Universal. We're all one big family, and we finally got our shirt out, and I'm on the front of it squatting. It's pretty awesome. I'm pumped that they've been very supportive, and Universal is coming out with some new products that they're going to have sampled at the Olympia, so you guys need to stop by at the booth and check out their new products. You've seen online that they have me on one of their new products that are coming out with the mohawk. I think everybody liked the mohawk that I had for the Connecticut, and then I rocked it for a photo shoot, and I'm going to break it back out for the Olympia. So I just wanted to thank Animal Pack and Universal for being very supportive, and MD for always being there with me, getting the great coverage leading up to the Olympia with all the athletes. And we will be seeing you guys out in Vegas.